It's Week 4 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Bills and the Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
180. Go ahead. 13. Hey.
There's the former Heisman winner. It's Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 27-yard line.
180. Sit on.
Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. You look at this Buffalo defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. Off the option, here's Henry. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. In motion, Aguilar. Jackson. This complete left side to Aguilar. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
13.
From the gun, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season. In fact, he leads the NFL in passing yards. Now, that's not always an indicator of success, but in his case, it is.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 18 carries, 130 in the yardage department, and a touchdown, 2.
How about the first month of the season for him? He leads the league in rushing, so you know his confidence is at an all-time high, which means his offensive line loves it too. They'll get more opportunities to run block for him.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now Allen. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Cook up the gut. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
Running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The numbers for Flowers last week. 4 catches, 66 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme. One that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Bills hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, Allen. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, Del Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen going to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Cook again. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Cook is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills had 6 to their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
What is it?
Throwing is Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson now. They set up the screen to Hill. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. In motion, Aguilar. Now Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
To throw is Jackson. It's caught by Aguilar. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56, 56.
On play action, Allen. He finds his target, Beckham. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Allen. And he'll get this one to Cooper, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not only did they drop it look like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. Buying time to his left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Allen toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Throwing now is Allen. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down, and it'll be a turnover on downs. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Cowboys who got the win on the road. Dak Prescott leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Michael Penix, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a second straight doubleheader. Titans-Dolphins at 7:30, followed by the Seahawks and Lions at 8:15. We saw some strong work from James Cook in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Bills to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. This is 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Allen now looks to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That one into the hands of Flowers. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Handoff comes to Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Finding Shakir across the formation. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run with Cook. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the two teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Jackson He finds his man. It's Charlie Kohler. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. To throw again is Jackson. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 48 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A give. This is Cook. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. They run it again with Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's Cook. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. So how about the fortitude there? They're in field goal range, but they say, no, forget the 3. We think we can get the 1st, and they wind up getting a lot more than they bargained for.
And I love how you used an SAT word to describe what we just saw there, partner. That's got to be a deflated defense. You see the head down, the shoulders slumped. But we've talked about this before. Sometimes as a defense, you get so wrapped up in defending the 1st down line that that's your last line of defense. And once they get past that, they're gone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Ravens taking the field. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Henry is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This time, Jackson will throw it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Allen to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. David Ojabo running in to take him down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Allen looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Has his man, it's Shakir. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on 4th down. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing is Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Inside give to Davis. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I like the call there, because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Again, it's Cook. Hard running at the 15. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Cook up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Bills are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead.
Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Yeah, can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Ravens ready to take over.
CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From the gun, it's Jackson.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Jackson will throw again. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Jackson now.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Bills, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.